And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes, and I'm back with another video. So before we get started, man, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. If not, drop a like, comment down below what you think is going to be present for us in season 4, because my interest is peaked, man. So if you guys are not aware, we are about, like 1.25 days away from season 4 launching. So the idea of this video is to get you guys prepped as much as humanly possible for Season 4. Season 4 is going to be one of those defining seasons of my team, whereas like Season 2 and 3 were there, but I think Season 4 is the one that might fast-track you to success for the rest of the year, or rest of the game's life cycle, I should say. So if you guys haven't done any of these challenges, not like any, but if there are any you haven't done, now is the time to do them. You have like a day and a quarter left to do them. I think like 1 day, 15 hours, yes. So realistically, so basically a day and a half. If you haven't done these, Triple Threat Online, Triple Threat Offline, I think Unlimited, which I haven't even done yet. None of these cards are particularly great, necessarily. They all have like 1 or 2 steel cards, like Dana Barros is a really good sharpshooting Ruby card that might help you. But that's about it. Like, none of them are really great like Season 2 were. But this Amethyst, Drew Holiday, this Diamond, Rip Hamilton, like if you haven't done either of these challenges, both these cards are incredibly good, and they will end up helping you later on down the line. Like, Rip Hamilton's actually like a stellar shooting guard in this game. He lacks a couple badges, but you can apply it to him if you want. Plays excellent defense, has a money jump shot. Drew Holiday is probably one of the best defensive guards in the Amethyst tier, and I honestly think that I'll talk about what I think Limited is going to be like a little later in the video, so stay tuned for that. So the token market is going to get updated. I don't think we see any Emerald Sapphires, and to be honest, I don't think we see any Rubies as well. But I think we do see a couple Amethysts, probably 2. That's what we've been seeing. 2 to 3 Diamonds. I think we see 2 to 3 Pink Diamonds, and then we see 1 single Opal. Yeah, you heard me right. I think we legitimately see 1 Opal, like just 1. Who that's going to be, not sure. I would recommend, if you are going to unlock Opal tier, guys you should target are probably Bernard King, Jermaine O'Neal, and Marquise Johnson. If they do end up dropping more than 1, which puts it over the 8 threshold to get the Galaxy Opal, the reason I say to grab these guys is not because they're good by any means, but those are the only 3 that haven't had XP challenges. So next season we're definitely going to see XP challenges for those 3 guys. The token market is going to open as well, so we are going to see packs get added to it. I hope it's this season, but worst case scenario, it's season 5. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if we're going to see the tip-off packs in there. I'm not sure. That's kind of up in the air. I think for sure we see Clutch. I think Clutch will be basically like the new multi-dimensional or Lights Out from last year. Same with NBA Finals. I think NBA Finals and Clutch will be the 2 cheaper options. Or they'll do season tip-off, Clutch being the 2 cheap ones for like 6 tokens or whatever. I don't think we might see Possessed in there for 30 tokens. Kind of similar to how they did like Frostbite last year. But we'll probably see 2 or 3 packs get added. What those are, it's kind of hard to tell, but either way, it's going to crash the market for those cards, but it ends up being a good thing because you can use your tokens to guap up on MT relatively quickly. Whatever the 6 token packs are, just go spam those and you'll make like hundreds and thousands of XP pretty quick. Similar to what I did in 2K20 with the Lights Out multi-dimensional packs, so it's kind of tough. I hope we see a tip-off pack on Friday. I kind of like the tip-off pack. I did not like Season of Giving, mainly because I had the worst fucking luck ever. But, so I do want to talk about Limited right now. I think if you are familiar with Limited and you've been paying attention to it all year, for Season 1 it was Emerald and Gold. We had a lot of challenges involving those. Season 2 was Sapphire. Last season, pretty much every challenge involved using Ruby players. I think this year, or this season I should say, we're going to see a lot of Amethyst challenges. So, the idea is to stock up on a stellar team of Amethyst. Guys like Chris Paul, who is arguably the most complete point guard at the Amethyst tier, who's going for legitimately like 5k or less MT. Definitely recommend picking him up. I don't think we get a lot of Amethyst point guards, at least initially, because they've been loading us up with quality Amethyst point guards all year. So I think we're going to stick to like big men and wings. Guys like De'Aaron Fox, Chris Paul, those guys are going to be like a premium value for at least the first couple limited runs, especially because there's not going to be any point guards available. Now, most people are going to have Drew Holiday, but you still need a backup point guard, obviously, so these guys are going to go for a premium price. If you can pick these guys up for like 4 or 5K, I'm not saying for sure you'll make your MT back, but it's a pretty smart investment. I think that you're not going to make crazy MT. You're not going to pick up De'Aaron Fox for 5K, turn around and sell him for Klay Thompson prices. But at the same time, like, you can probably make a couple thousand MT per player a couple of weeks in the future, possibly even as early as Friday. Realistically, like, Klay Thompson's going for an absurd amount. I don't predict any Amethyst to reach this kind of threshold at this point, but Klay Thompson is another really good option as far as Amethyst only challenges. You still got a relatively high badge count. You can get badged out versions, though it's a little expensive, but I don't really think any other older... Yeah, Boris Diaw would be another one that's really good. The idea is just to make sure you have a nice Amethyst team, because you're going to probably have to use it. Guys like Tyler Hero are another good option. Any of these idols or flash guys. The flash guys are even better because they don't lock in for anything. Same with these idols guys. So they're a little bit cheaper. Steve Francis, Lonzo, they're all going for basically discard value. Anything that came out in Season 3 is something you want to target, because you can either A, flip it for more MT, or B, use it in your limited runs. Maybe not initially. Maybe initially we see like you can only use a couple Amethysts and some Rubies, but you are going to see challenges based around Amethyst this season. And then it's going to scale upwards from there. Like Season 5, we're going to see a lot of diamond-based challenges, etc. So definitely something to look into, man. Something to think about. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we see more Ruby-based challenges, but I do think we see an infusion of Amethyst into the mix, too. Other than that, I mean, when it's coming... I don't know, man. It's tough to really tell, but one thing with Triple Threat is if you haven't gotten Wayne Embry yet, like me, you have another basically day and a half to get Wayne Embry. I don't know. I've played 245 games since Wayne Embry dropped and have yet to pull this card, so I have no hope whatsoever. If you need Antoine Walker or Larry Nance, this is your last time to get him as well. Recommend going for those guys if you want them. I think we see Flash 3 drop down to Tier 2, Flash 1 drop down to Tier 1. Flash 1 dropping to Tier 1 would be awesome because Tier 1 is really easy to hit comparatively to the other two, so it'll give a lot more of a chance to make MT there and drive those prices down, allowing some newer players to get some better cards. I think Possessed probably stays exactly where it is. I don't think it drops, but we probably see Flash 3 drop down there, and then Flash 4 will go up to top, or like the top tier, top 3. I don't think we see any idols in there. But another thing I want to talk about is the exchange. So as you can see, I got all these guys stored up in here. The reason for that is because they don't let you put them in the auction, so if I open them, I have to quick sell them. But I think we see one Opal go to the exchange, which will be interesting, to be completely honest with you. I don't know who it's going to be. The Opal guys. The Opal guys. I'm so tired today. The exchange guys really haven't been that good. Like, Bob Cousy was pretty good when he came out. Elvin Hayes was not good. Elton Brand, if you badge him up, is acceptable enough for certain players. It's about the nicest thing I can say about him. So I don't really hold too much stake in the Opal guy in here being incredibly usable, because, like, even Elvin Hayes, when most people were running Diamond and Amethyst lineups, wasn't particularly much better than any of those guys. So I don't know. Maybe we see someone good. I doubt it. Like, Paul Westphal was pretty usable out of the exchange, like, for like a week or two when he dropped. Same with CJ McCollum. So we see like some lower tier guys were pretty good. Like Karl Anthony Towns was solid. I think we see like a pretty good Ruby out of there. But I don't think we see the Opal card incredibly good. I'm still going to unlock it because I have a problem. But, you know, one thing I would recommend is if you have a bunch of League like packs in your unopened packs, just keep them unopened. Do not open them. The reason for that is I think we're going to get some Moments cards pretty soon. Actually, I don't even think that. Like, I know that for a fact. We're getting Moments cards relatively soon. And the Moments cards are really cool because we're going to get a lot of lower graded cards that are going to be incredibly helpful for certain game modes and stuff like that. I think we probably see some like OP Emeralds and Sapphires and stuff out of those Moment collections. So it's definitely important to kind of look at those. You can open them for the exchange if you want, but... So, I'm also keeping some diamonds around too, like hanging out just in case I need a diamond to lock in. So guys like Derek Coleman and like, honestly, Darren Williams, which hurts my soul. Another thing I wanted to mention, just in case you are not aware, if you do have any original owner cards locked in any collections, You can swap those out with non-original owner cards for exchange purposes by picking them up off of the auctions and then swapping them out in your collections. So, guys like Mark Eaton would be a guy to target. No one's going to be charging a lot for like Mark Eaton or Dikembe Mutombo. Those guys. Definitely season 3 guys are the ones you want to look at. Like, this is a season 1 Magic that sucks ass, and he's super expensive for seemingly no reason. I think Tony Parker's a good one. He was so prevalent that I think he's cheap. Him, Derek Coleman, DeMar DeRozan, they're all going to be under 20K. So those are the guys you want to target for sure. Is my Tony Parker? Yeah, mine is original owner. Okay. So these guys are all expensive too, I'm pretty sure. All these diamonds are randomly expensive. Who the fuck is buying Desmond Mason for 40K at this stage in the game? I don't know, man. Either way, I'm keeping kind of a stable of diamond cards in case I need to exchange them or just straight up use them. I use Chris Bosh and Pippen, so I don't want to do that. So we are going to see the beginning of Idol Set 2 this season as well. I would say a 2% chance it finishes throughout the season, though. I think we see that finish at the end of Season 5. The reason for that, it took them 3 seasons just to finish Idol Series 1, so I'm not really holding them to their word that Idol Series 2 will be done in the next season or so. And to be honest, I think the lock-in for Idol Series 2 is going to be the first Dark Matter card, or at least one of them. This next upcoming season will be the season of the Opal. Just like the Season 2, the Blake Griffin season was the season of Pink Diamonds, where even though the reward was a Pink Diamond, we saw consistent Pink Diamonds. Definitely want to check out Domination, because I think in lieu of Spotlight Sims this year, we might still get Spotlight Sims, but I think the dynamic Domination is going to kind of overtake Spotlight Sims in the way that Spotlight Sims were last year, or the way that the schedule challenges or whatever in 2K19. I think we see Domination kind of become that, because we are going to get a whole 3 more Dominations at some point, and I think we could see that at least the first one start in Season 4. Now, are you going to have to unlock it? You might, so it's not a terrible idea just to get mentally prepared for the fact that you might have to at least get 33 stars in all 3 Dominations. As you can see, dude, I haven't played any Domination because I hate it. It sucks. At the beginning of the year, it was awful. You couldn't even shoot in this game, so what was the point? But I don't know, man. I hope this helped you guys at all get kind of ready for Season 4. I'm just mentally, burnt out at this point. But anyways, guys, check the description, man. I'll be back with new content all week long, and I'll be live Friday.